जी तो बाय बाय है स्विट्जरलैंड को, सॉरी ज्यूरिख को, स्विट्जरलैंड में ही आता है। और हम आज लाल लाल कपड़े पहने, हमने फिर मैचिंग पहन लिया आज फाइनली। एंड वी आर गोइंग फॉर द चेकिया, Praha, Prague, whatever you call, and we have a train at 7:33 and we are heading for the main station for Zurich called Zurich HB and बारिश हो रही है, सुबह 7 बजे से लिखा हुआ था बट जल्दी हो गई। So anyway, we can go. Hey, hi, morning, bye. So we are heading for the main station as I was telling, और उसके बाद यहाँ से बाय बाय करेंगे। हमारी ट्रेन है,
लॉन्ग राइड है आज 10 hours
फर्स्ट।
ट्रेन राइड।
ओके सो ट्रेन हमारी यहाँ से म्यूनिक के लिए है, म्यूनिक से हमारा चेंज है। वी हैव अ गुड टाइम देयर, अराउंड 1 hour 43 minutes to change to a new train, another train basically, and then we'll keep you informing while the way, क्या क्या रहेगा क्या क्या नहीं रहेगा सब कुछ बताएंगे, so that you can plan well as well. जी तो वेलकम टू द रेस्टोरेंट ऑफ द फर्स्ट क्लास ट्रेन। हमारा फर्स्ट क्लास में ट्रेन तो सबके लिए। दिस इज द आई थिंक पैंट्री और व्हाट यू कॉल रेस्टोरेंट। एंड यहाँ पे आपको कॉफी के अलावा अल्कोहल भी मिलता है, ठीक है। बियर लवर्स पैसा खर्च करके तैयार हो जाओ, नॉर्मल है, ज़्यादा महंगा नहीं, जितना सिटी में अब नहीं आता है, बट यू गेटिंग इट। दैट्स समथिंग व्हिच इज गुड है कई लोगों के लिए। But yeah, there's a restaurant and then they have sitting also, so you can sit, have your lunch.
चलो दिखाते हैं। Your coffee bar.
I'll show you.
Yeah. तो ये हमारे लगेज है, यहाँ पे लगेज रखने की जगह होती है, ऊपर भी काफी स्पेस है। You can see.
हमारा थोड़ा सा चेंज ऑफ प्लान है हमें ऐसा लग रहा था कि हमारी ट्रेन लेट हो जाएगी बिकॉज हमारी नेक्स्ट ट्रेन जो प्राग के लिए थी वो 12:43 पे थी एंड वी रीच्ड एग्जैक्टली एट 12:30. The moment we checked with the first information desk, they said we don't have any information. You might have to take a bus and then you have to take another train from another station. But finally, when we checked with the DB assistance center, the moment they told that it's 4:43 instead of 12:43, I think that's the sense of relief we got. बड़ा अच्छा लगा, बाहर आया देखे कि क्या है क्या नहीं है, but Munich is okay. I mean, not to say anything, but it's like if you're coming from Switzerland to Munich, shock लगने वाला है आपको because of the people. You're gonna see so many people around, and then looks like New Delhi. You are New Delhi का bus stand, कश्मीरी गेट आ गए हो, ऐसा लगेगा. But and finally now we have some time. So otherwise, क्योंकि ट्रेन में हमें जो मिल रहा था वो वेजिटेरियन ऑप्शन बहुत कम थे, those were only breakfast items. So हमें कुछ नहीं मिलने वाला था. Anyway, we are carrying something, but वो हमने सुबह ही खा लिया. अक्षरा के पास है एक vegan sandwich. Vegan is the one. So no cheese, only salad inside. तो हमें यहाँ एक जगह मिली है जहाँ बैठे हैं, ये देखिए आप बाहर. So it's just in front of the Munich station HBF. And यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा हम चिल करेंगे, थोड़े से फ्रेंच फ्राइज खा लेंगे, है ना. वही कर सकते हैं. यहाँ पे तो नॉनवेज भी खतरनाक वाला मिलता है. जो कि हम नहीं खा सकते हैं, खा भी नहीं सकते और खा ना भी नहीं चाहते काइंड ऑफ, बिकॉज दैट टेस्ट वियर्ड। तो अब मिलते हैं आपको नेक्स्ट ट्रेन में जिसका नाम है एलेक्स, ALX, एलेक्स दे कॉल, एंड आई थिंक वी गोना रीच मिडनाइट टुडे टू प्राग। Let's see, so far so good, and so far so good kind of a weather. I mean, I think it's little bit hotter than Switzerland, than Zurich basically, but it's kind of okay during this time of the year. हाँ जी, चढ़ गए हैं यहाँ की देसी ट्रेन में, यहाँ पे रीजनल ट्रेन बोलते हैं इसको। बिल्कुल यहाँ का ये है तो फर्स्ट क्लास, बट फर्स्ट क्लास भी अनरिजर्व्ड है, और हमने अपने बैग बाहर ही लगा रखे हैं ताकि कोई अंदर ना आए। पीछे ट्रेन पूरी फुल है, अनरिजर्व है, अगेन फुल है, लेकिन सही दिखाता हूँ मैं आपको, ये देखो। दीदी यहीं की थी।
यहाँ लिखने से क्या ही होता है।
Dynasty ended, the male lineage. But there was princess from this dynasty, Eliška. And the Czech lords, they chose husband for her, and he was an ally of French kings. It was John or Jean or Jan of Luxembourg. And this royal couple, they had a famous son, Charles I. And he was to become the greatest king that we ever had. And it is the second. But then after good times come worse times, and the 15th century, to make long story short, the beginning was 20 years of bloody religious wars, 100 years before Reformation in Germany. The Czechs were divided, they were fighting one another, and they were fighting crusaders who were coming from Germany to our country. Symbolizing the times that are changing. Had you been here in the second half of the 50s of the 20th century, you would have seen the largest monument commemorating Stalin, the Soviet leader in the world. It was 15 meters tall, and Stalin was looking at the city like a god. But when it was unveiled after his death, and shortly after his death, even in the Soviet Union, they started criticizing his atrocities that he was guilty of, responsible for. So it was kind of an embarrassment for the local communists. So they literally destroyed the monument, they blew it up.
Keep going.
So we are looking at the castle from the north now. And in the north you can still see those protective walls and towers. From the south, from the city, classicist facades from the 18th century of the palaces. The moat covered with trees is called stag moat. There were stags, deers grazing in medieval times. And sometimes they were hunted by the kings who lived right next to the cathedral in the old royal palace. It's very difficult to say what was here first, the city of Prague or Prague Castle, because the oldest settlement is on the castle hill, and the second oldest is where we're gonna have lunch after 1 o'clock in the center of the old town. This tower here was called Golden Tower at times of Charles IV, and the most important official of the kingdom, the High Judge and the Supreme Military Leader, had his residence in here. After Great Fire in 1541, the tower has been called Black Tower. And those round towers on the northern wall were prisons, but not for common people, but for the nobility. And executions of those from time to time took place on the courtyard in front of the Black Tower or Golden Tower. If you look up, you can see two white towers or spires. This is Basilica of St. George, and it is the burial ground of those founders of Prague and the Czech state, the rulers from the 10th and 11th centuries. And then there is the cathedral, the mother of all churches. And when we walk up the garden, we'll get some fine views of it. And here you can also see Black Tower, Daliborka, and White Tower. And White Tower was prison of some of those noblemen who led the greatest rebellion against Habsburgs at the beginning of the 17th century, from